Hell no to the no, no, no. Everybody, please bow your head in prayer. And the Lord said, hell no to the no, no, and the no. Baby. Listen, people have been coming for clap ever since this interview that Papoose did with Vlad TV. Vlad done put Papoose on the spot, and Pap said, hell no to the no, no, no. So if you haven't seen this interview that Papoose did, he was with Vlad TV, and Vlad, said something along the lines of, you and Claressa, y'all are official now. Are you guys living together? Whatnot, something along those lines.
So now you guys are official. Are you guys living together at that point or just dating?
Absolutely not living together. Absolutely not. Okay. Claressa has a property, her own home, and then she has other numerous properties. And I have my own property and my own places of residence as well.
Right. Well, I think at one point she kind of flashed a diamond ring, so people were thinking, oh, are you guys engaged? But I guess she said no.
No. We have bought each other gifts for different holidays. I bought nice gifts for Valentine's Day. So we exchanged numerous gifts, but never a ring.
And Papoose said, absolutely not. Absolutely not, bitch. Listen, Papoose didn't even try to hide it. He didn't even try to soften it up. Like, oh yeah, we've been, things are getting a little serious, but we still taking our time, maybe in the future, but not right now. Papoose said, fuck all that. Absolutely not. Bitch, not even just a no. Papoose put an adverb in front of no and said, absolutely not. So, before this interview, Claressa did an interview on The Breakfast Club. And Charlamagne had brought up some rumor that was circulating. And Claressa was like, oh, really? That's the narrative that people want to spin? Because Papoose takes care of me. Papoose takes care of me. Papoose pays my mortgage. He pays my car note. He pays my car insurance. Matter of fact, every time I go out of town, I don't never have to pay that hotel bill. Every time I have to stay at a hotel, Pap makes sure it's a hotel that's got free continental breakfast.
The rumor is that Pap is with Claressa because Claressa takes care of him. Claressa gives him money.
What? It was a card game. Is that what they would do with that?
Yes.
Well, I'm saying that's how they paint our narratives. But I will tell you something though. Pap pays my mortgage.
What?
He pays my car insurance and my car note. And what else do we do? I haven't paid for a flight or for a hotel in I don't know how long.
And then the talk about this engagement ring, right? Papoose was like, look, listen. Claressa has her own spot. She got a couple of properties. I have my own spot. I got a couple of properties. All right. She stay on her side. I stay on my side. We may meet up, a couple of times out the week, go on a little date. But at the end of the night, bitch, I go back to my house. I don't know what the fuck she talking about, saying I'm always upstairs, bitch. I ain't never. Bitch, Pap said no. Pap said absolutely not. He said I done bought her gifts, for her birthday, Christmas, her, holidays. But bitch, it ain't never been no ring. It ain't never been no ring. If anything, she found a ring at the bottom of the Cracker Jack box that I bought. But I ain't never bought her no ring. Baby, so the people have been talking, right? And the people are in defense of Claressa, right? They're in defense of Claressa, basically saying, girl, open up your eyes. That man is embarrassing you. That man don't care about you. He is not a good man, Savannah. He is not a good man. Then they've been coming after Pap, saying, Pal, bruh, if you want to keep playing the game, you gonna need to make it more believable that you care about the girl. So we're gonna look at a couple of clips and see how the people is feeling.
You and Claressa live together. Fuck no. You get what I'm saying? It's a fuck no. You get what I'm saying? She's a very talented individual. You get what I'm saying? It's my sis. We get this money, but it is a fuck no. Everyone thinks that we're engaged and we live together. You know, the ring that you see her with on her hand, she purchased herself. I had nothing to do with that. I told her not to even make the purchase. You get what I'm saying? You know, something that was out of my control, you know, but it's a fuck no. You know, it's a no, it's nah, and it's fuck no.
The only reason Papoose said what he said on Vlad TV during that interview was because he don't need Claressa like that no more. He done came up off of a bag, off her ass. Now he's showing her his ass to kiss. See, I believe he did propose to her. I believe that was an investment for him with no intentions on actually walking down that aisle. I believe it was very much real to her. But that was not his intentions. He just wanted her to open up and trust him more quickly so he can get to that motherfucking bag. That's what he needed to do. But that was letting us know in so many words, like, yeah, I done hit my goal. I wanted this amount of millions off of her. I done hit it. Anything after that is just a bonus. But, yeah.
Papoose embarrassed Claressa on that Vlad TV interview. I'm not trying to be funny, but I really feel as if, like, Papoose is using her. He don't love her. I believe he don't love her because she's delusional. Yeah, there's something's not right with Claressa in the head. I think she loves him more than he loves her. And I'm going to be honest with you. I feel Papoose cannot get over Remy, even though Remy is, you know, she doing her thing and stuff like that. She moved on. But Papoose is a broken man. And remember, we seen it all over the internet about the whole Remy and Papoose situation, right? And he's making Claressa look like a liar. I seen that bits and pieces of the Vlad interview. Papoose, I see it. I read energy. He really don't love Claressa. I feel like he was forced to do that because when he got busted with the DMs and Remy was like, fuck that. I already know how he is or whatever. She could have him. Yeah. It's giving that. Like Remy don't want to be with him, so Claressa took him and, you know, he has no choice but to play this part with Claressa. But yeah, that was embarrassing. And it's very embarrassing. That means Claressa be online. You can't run your mouth no more because Papoose blew it up as if y'all not dating and y'all don't live together. Very embarrassing.
You know what I find interesting with Claressa Shield and the Papoose situation? I think it's so funny how she's the butt of like so many women's joke when, I don't know about y'all, but I definitely have dated someone who just didn't like me. And I try to convince myself because the thing about those situations is they give you enough to make you think that you tripping. It's like they gaslight you to think like, no, this dude really fucking me. And they really don't. In his latest interview that I just saw, like, I don't know what she did to him. It was so petty the way that he responded. It was like, number one, he knew that no matter what he said, it wasn't going to impact their situation. And number two, he showed so much disdain for her. Like, if there ever was a sign that a nigga just ain't checking for you, it's like, sis, like, get yourself together, get you a frontal weave. Like, you shouldn't be in a situation where you parading around with an individual that clearly just don't even like you. They don't even like you enough to front for you. Like when, with the whole Yandy and Mendici situation, like Mendicis went along with the lie that they were married. And with Papoose, he can't even front like he even fucked.
Claressa, may your naiveness and blindness never find me. I I'm not you gotta move on. Like, I'm not playing. Did you see the interview with Pat? I just want to make sure, because I don't know if you was doing that slow Selena y los Dinos me que te rama slow jam with that gown you had on. Did you do that before Pap did that interview, or because the way that dude was never a ring. That never? She got her own house. I got my own house. We not even rocking like that. Wow. Yeah, he's still on that Remy shit. You need to move on, Claressa. I don't know, baby. I don't know.
So now you guys are official. Are you guys living together at that point or just dating?
Absolutely not living together. Absolutely not.
Okay.
I really do be trying to stay out of celebrity business, but I be having thoughts. Like, one of the saddest things about Claressa Shields and her current story is it could have been such a beautiful glow up story. You know what I'm saying? Like, the girl who went from having nothing to being multi-time Olympian champion. And instead of focusing on that part of her story of all the amazing things that she had, she started coveting another woman's achievements. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. Like, never covet another woman's man. You don't know what she going through behind the scenes. You think shit all sweet because she don't want to look like a fool in public by airing out her dirty laundry, but these dudes don't really be sweet behind the scenes. Why you think so many women single now? Claressa, you should pivot and leave that dude in the past where he belongs. You should pivot and really focus on health, wellness, growth, changing your mindset. But that spirit of envy, you got to do some shadow work behind that, because that man was not worth the damage to your reputation. It wasn't worth it.
And when they asked Papoose, do you and Claressa live together? The way he answered, all I heard was, fuck no, I don't live with that bitch. That's what he might as well have said. Fuck no, I don't live with her. That nigga said, absolutely not. That's the same thing as saying, fuck no. Like, what you feel like? Who the fuck he feeling like? Claressa got that, like somebody said, the ugly girl syndrome. And I know I don't think she's ugly, but like, it's just like, pick me. Like, why are you even talking like that? Like, fuck out of here. Like, Claressa, I think she doesn't understand who she is. Like, Papoose is nobody. Fuck out of here.
And at this point, I don't think that the conversations that Claressa thinks she's having with Claressa thinks she's having with Pap in her mind are the same conversations that Pap is having with Claressa. Because that nigga said absolutely not. Absolutely not. He said it twice. He said we not living together. But the question still begs, are y'all together? Never answered the question. Claressa, girl, if there was ever a time to stand the fuck up, I think you should put all 10 toes of them goddamn motherfuckers on the motherfucking ground. Now, bitch. Stand all the way the fuck up. Because that nigga is embarrassing the fuck out of you.
I promise this not all I'm going to say about Remy Ma and Papoose, because I'm enjoying every fucking second of her ethering him and Claressa. But Papoose, said this before, is using the fuck out of Claressa. I just came across a video where this woman was detailing a deal that Papoose had got into. Now, I don't know the full details of it, but what it sounds like is he ended up signing Claressa underneath this deal. I don't know if it's for a TV station or a radio or whatever the deal is. It requires for him to produce. Guess who's producing for him? Ding, ding, ding. Allegedly. Which makes sense why Claressa is now rapping. And she made a comment recently on the Breakfast Club and said that she don't pay none of her bills. That Pat pays her bills. She ain't touched a bill in years. Girl, that's because you're his talent. In my opinion. You don't have to pay no bills because you're paying your own fucking bills. Again, in my opinion. Soon and very soon, Pap is going to say the ugly thing out loud. I understand Claressa processed things a little bit different than most. But for her to have taunted Remy Ma after she was skinning and grinning in that woman's face, knowing damn well she wanted Papoose. And if you let Claressa talk long enough, she'll tell you exactly what she wants y'all to hear. She been talking to that man way longer than the time frame that he's been putting out. That aside, Papoose is Clarissa's pride. And Remy Ma only had one request. For Papoose and Claressa to stay in their own fucking lane and keep her name out of their mouths. Do not use her for sidestep questions in these interviews about her. I haven't seen her really address them in a long ass while. So in whatever ways Remy Ma decides to step on these people's necks, I'm with it. Belt to ass.
Now, immediately after that interview, Papoose did make an IG story of them going on a date night. Pat made a post of them going on a date night. He said, look, baby, I'm so sorry that I have embarrassed you. Let me take you out. Let me take you to dinner, bitch. The thing is, divorce happens, right? Relationships, not all relationships last. You know, sometimes you grow apart, right? And if Remy and Pap were officially divorced before they started dating, this wouldn't be an issue, right? I think people would still be kind of sad that Pap and Remy broke up because, you know, we looked at them as black love. You know, they coined that term, right? But if they officially got divorced, went their separate ways, and then Pap started dating Claressa, you know, I think it would be more positivity going out towards them. Like, you know, Pap is all right, he with Claressa, she's this boxer, all right, let's see what's gonna happen here. But the fact that it didn't happen that way, and the receipts are showing that she hollered at that man while he was still married, it's like, oh, okay, all right, so you was the little hoe, you was the little home rocker. So it's just not, you know, it's just not looking too good. Now, I will say, you know, when there's been a couple of clips where Claressa has, you know, her fashion has been getting up to par a little bit. The hair has been looking good.
Oh, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, never gotta roll with ice. Oh, these brothers my guys.
It's more so the attitude, right? The things that she says, you know? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think, well, tell me, if Pap and Remy had officially divorced, paper was signed and everything, and he moved on with Claressa, would y'all still have that smoke for Pap? Would y'all be happy for Pap? Or would we still feel some type of way? I think we might still feel some type of way because I feel like Claressa would still have a little smoke for Remy. I think she gonna always have some smoke for Remy. You know, I mean, she's a little Remy. You know, she's trying to be a little Remy. So I feel like she gonna always have some type of smoke for Remy. But hey, bitch, I look too good to be. And I look too good to be. You know I look way too good to be into you, bitch. I'm conceited. I got a reason. All right, y'all. If you made it all the way to the end of the video. The what? To the end of the video. You must have caught a vibe. Oh, what? I said you must have caught a vibe. All right. Okay. So subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.